RG22 Outdoor Adventures on the live stream. I'm Randy, and I just want to say that, I have been asked once or twice to do a live stream of a lure from start to finish, and that is what I'm going to do. Pardon the mess that you're going to see. It's a pretty disorganized chaos. I've got the wood here that we're going to use. We're going to put this on the planer, get it all planed out, and then the joiner, get the edges all straightened out, cleaned up, then get our diving lip slot made, carved out, cut it, use our cable router, and then we'll go from there. So this is going to be done in installments. Okay? All right. So I'm going to get started, and we're going to get the planer all plugged in, and we'll start planing. So pardon the noise. It's going to be a lot of noise in here. You're going to hear a vacuum, the planers, and everything like that. Hey, Steve. We're doing a lure from start to finish. But we're going to do it in installments because I don't have a lot of time today. Okay, so let's get started. Here we go. All right. So just bear with me here while we do this. Okay. There we go. All right. All right, have fun. Enjoy. Okay, let's get started on this. So there's our planer. We are going to plane these down to roughly maybe a ½ inch, maybe a little bit more. Okay, a little bit less than a ½ inch. So we're going to get that all plugged in. All right. You guys asked for it. You're gonna get this all done. Okay. That's the joiner. I need the cord for the planer. Where is it? There it is. Okay, it's going to get kind of noisy, so here we go. Where's the wood? All right, so there we go. Oh, Hazel, hi. Okay, there we are. Now it's time to put some tape on here. We'll glue it together. right, let's get this glued together here. Like I said, pardon the mess. Where's my super glue? I wish I would have had all this stuff ready to go. Okay. Just got to find the super glue there. There it is. All right. Okay, so we're going to put some tape on here. Ah, hey Pablo. How you doing? Hey Mars. All right. So we're going to put a few pieces of tape on here. All right. So we're doing a lure from start to finish. We're just going to do the first part of it right now. Okay. So there's tape all done here. Got some tape. We're going to put some super glue on there and then we're going to clamp it. Oh, shoot. We didn't want to do that. That wiped off. Okay. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay. Let's get this all clamped together. All right. Oh, wow. Sweet. Good luck. All right, there we go. So we're going to let that dry for a minute. And then we're going to get these edges all squared up with the joiner. Okay. So let's just wait a couple minutes. I guess in the meantime, we can probably get a lure sanded. Let's do that. Let's do that. No, not that one. Where'd it go? Up here. All right. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting, we'll sand this. Okay. Just kind of knock off all these high edges because this one's going to be going to somebody. Okay. We're just waiting for that super glue to dry up a little bit. So if you're just joining me, here's the part of the lure that we're going to make. That's the start of it. Okay. All right, well, that should be dry by now. So we're going to take the clamp off this, and then I'm going to go over to the jointer, and we're going to clean up these edges. Actually, first, I think probably maybe we'll just clean it up on the bandsaw first, and then we'll finish it up. Thanks a lot, Mars. Appreciate that. We're going to get this all cut up first, and then we'll we'll get the edges cleaned off here. We'll get that cut and then we'll get the edges cleaned. Here we go. Okay. There we go. All right, so now I'm going to get all these edges. I'm going to get these edges cleaned up here. Oh, trim that off too. Let's do that really fast. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to take this and put it on the joiner, and we're going to get these edges all cleaned up nice and neat. Sorry guys. There we go. All right. Sorry, I gotta get you down to this level. Get that off. We don't need that anymore. Okay. All right here. Where's the wood? There it is. Okay, let's do that. There we go. Let's get this over here all centered. Looking good. There we go. Okay. All right, so this is the joiner. I'm going to use a joiner to get these edges all cleaned up nice and neat. So here we go. Oh, let's turn the vacuum on so we can suck out all the sawdust. Okay, got them all nice and cleaned up. All right, now that I've got this all cleaned up here, Aspen Reapstock, hello. Now that we got the edges all cleaned up, it is time to put this on our sled. As you guys have seen in my videos. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's get this table moved out a little bit more. Table saw. Let's get that plugged in. All right, there we go. Okay, there. Okay. This is just a template I use to get my angle. We're going to take the block like so. There. more clamp. Okay. Now, I want to raise this blade up almost as far as it'll go. There, just like that. Okay. Very good. So let's raise this up almost as high as it'll go. And that's it right there. That's as high as that blade will go. All right. Okay, so it's going to get pretty loud. Let me just put this over here so you guys can see it. There. It's going to get loud because we're going to be running the table saw. So here we go. And there we go. Now, keep my inch, and then we're going to put our pattern. So let's get that drawn out. There's my template. And I need a pen. I need a pen, a pen. Where's my pen? This will work. Guess it won't work. All right, hope you guys can see that. So I want to measure. We're going to measure 1 inch. There we go. Okay. You guys see that? All right. So 1 inch, that's how far in the diving lip is going to go. Okay. One inch. Just like that. And that gives us plenty of room. Can you guys see that? Here, let me try this. There we go. Okay, so that gives us plenty of room to draw. Make sure we got this nice and straight. And we're going to draw our lure body. Okay. It almost feels like I'm doing one of my old videos. There. There we go. Okay. So now that we've got that done, now I'm going to take this thing over to the bandsaw and let's get that cut out. Okay, let's get this cut out now. If you guys are just joining me, I am making a lure from start to finish. And right now I'm at the we're going to be cutting out the body of the lure. Okay, let's get that done now. Okay, this is really making me mad. Let's get the vacuum hooked up. I don't want to make a mess. I mean, we're already making one, so it really doesn't matter. It's going to get loud. All right, so what do we have done so far? We've got the lure cut out. It's going to be time to sand it. So all I'm going to do is sand all this straight here. Ox cart, hello. We'll get all that sanded down, nice and smooth. Get our eyes drawn out, get that measured. I got the diving lip already cut out, so let me show you guys what that's going to be like. So here's a diving lip. I was kind of doing some stuff just to kind of get through this a little quicker, but this is made of aluminum. And I think this is going to look pretty bad. There we go. With an aluminum lip. It's going to be pretty, how do you say it, badass or something like that. Yeah, cool. All right, okay. There we go. All right, okay. Time to do some sanding on this. So I'm just going to sand the edges off here. Sand it here. Then we'll get our eyes and everything drawn out and our lead hole. Actually, the lead hole is going to be last. Eyes, get to the router table, and we'll get this routed out. So let's keep going. Cameraman edit. I am making a musky bait. This is going to be similar to this right here. This can be similar to that. All right. But I'm making it from start to finish. So you'll be able to see it when I put it up. You'll be able to see the very beginning when I started. But we're not going to be doing this all in one foul swoop. We're going to do this in moments because I work now. So I got to get ready to go to work pretty soon. So let's get this done. All right. Moving over to the sander. I thought this would be a pretty neat addition to the live streams, doing this, a whole complete lure. And we're going to get the vacuum again because I don't like making a ton of dust. Even though my workbench says otherwise. Okay, it's going to get a little bit loud, so my apologies. All right. Hello. There we go. Look at that. That is pretty sweet. Now we're just taking our good old sweet time, not in any hurry. So let's keep moving along. Let's figure out where we're going to put these eyes. The eyes I usually put right about here. And I use 3/8 inch either glass beads and paint my own eyes, or I'll use a 3/8 inch eye that I bought from Amazon. But what I found was those eyes don't really fit quite well in the socket. So I bought a 7/16 Forstner bit that we're going to use for our eye socket. Okay, so we're going to get our little template, a ruler, figure out where we're going to put these eyes, and keep moving. Okay, I think we're up too high that time. Sorry, guys. There we go. That's better. Okay, there we go. So I have another way I can do this. Figure out where we're going to put these so they stay in the same place. I have a ruler. I don't know where it went. Where's my... There's that. And we had a ruler and a pen and a template. Okay. Ruler, pen, and template. Template, ruler, compass, pen. Okay. So what I want to do is we got to figure out how far down we want to go. Now we can't go 1 inch obviously, but we can do a 1/2 inch. Okay, so we'll do a 1/2 inch, and then we'll put it on the other side. Go with a 1/2 inch here. Let's put this. Okay, and we'll go with that 1/2 inch there. Okay. We don't need that. We'll put that away. Okay, so like I said, we're going to do a 7/8, or I'm sorry, a 7/16 inch Forstner bit. So on my template, 7/16, I'm going to take that end right there, put that right over my mark, and draw our eye socket. There. And we're going to do the same thing to the other side. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to move this over to the drill press. And remember I mentioned about the 7/16 inch Forstner bit? That's what we're going to put on there. Okay, so we can just kind of look really quick and make sure we got it equal. There. And there. 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 Okay. Let's keep moving. Oh, we've only been on this for 31 minutes. Okay, so here. Okay, and our 7/16 inch Forstner bit. Let's make sure it's 7/16. Okay, that's our 7/16 inch Forstner bit right there. Now, don't forget, if you guys like this video, and you can don't forget to like the video, but also subscribe to the channel if you like it. Okay, that'll really help out quite a bit. Okay, there. Let's see if that's enough for us to get this Forstner bit in. Yeah, let's go some more. Okay. Yeah, all right. There we go. We're going to come down here like this. Let's get this all tightened in here. There we go. Okay. Now, we don't have to go down very deep. Just a little bit. Okay. Let's go just a little bit here. Make sure that's dead center. Oh. Get that a little bit tighter. Right there. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Look at that. Okay, so now that I have that all done, now it is time to take it over to the one tool that really gives me a lot of anxiety. And that's the table router. So let's go to the table router. Let's get this all cleaned up over here. Okay. Now, like I said, this tool gives me a whole ton of anxiety. Just because it's a very fast spinning blade that, in all honesty, could give tear out at any time. So, again, okay, so let's get this done. Let's get this started here. Okay, all right. So I'll show you guys how I do this. So as you know, as the blade spins, I'm going to come in on this side like this. And then we're going to bring it over like so. We're going to come across here, come in, all the way in, bring it out, and around. Okay? And do the same thing on the other side. So here we go. There we go. Okay, look at that. That came along pretty good. All right, so now what I'm going to do is we're going to get this sanded down. We're going to get this sanded. So it's a lot of sanding now, okay? Just a lot of sanding that we're going to do to make this nice and smooth and make it look really good. So let's do some sanding. Normally I would do this on my videos. I would do this all off camera, but I can't do that now. So we're going to grab some 80 grit sandpaper, and I need a piece of wood or something that I can use for a sanding block. Let me see if I can find one here. Yeah, I think this would work. Okay. Yeah, this will work. Okay. Giovanni, hello there. Okay. Let's bring this down here. Get it down to my level here so we can do some sanding. All right. Here we go. So it's basically all we're doing is sanding that ridge off. Look at that, nice and smooth. That looks really good. There we go. And you guys know, if you really like the video, I have a lot more of these on my channel. So you can keep watching them. And the best part about that tape, when we tape these two halves together, is I have a middle. I have something already marked for my middle, for a center. And we're not done with the drill press yet, because we still have to drill our lead hole. So we still have a long ways to go on this lure. Long ways to go. But oh boy. But I am really liking how this is turning out. I really am. All right, now we can just regular hand sand this. Should I get the diving lip out for you guys? So we can see how this is really going to look. Because we still have to drill our lead hole. All right, let's get that diving lip and show you, see what this is going to look like. Here it is. We're using aluminum. Or if Lexan's better, then I'll go Lexan. Then we can cut a lip made of Lexan. So there we go. We're going to put the weight right there. It'll have to be like a 1/2 ounce or a 1/2 inch Forstner bit that we'll use. But that's it right there so far. I think I might go with Lexan, because I think we went a little too wide there. Yeah, because I want to, oh gosh. Wow, I just noticed that. Oh well. Yeah, I think I'm going to use Lexan. Let's use Lexan. I think we're going to use Lexan. Because I still got, this is still too wide. So we can use this on another lure, but we're going to make that out of Lexan. All right, let's do some more sanding. Okay. It's going pretty well, cameraman. There we go. So far, so good. We're a tad bit off, but that's not, but nah, it is what it is. We're going to go with Lexan, so I'm going to cut a piece of Lexan out in a minute. I have the template, but we're going to try to thin it out just a hair. Okay. There we go. Okay. So normally on my videos, a lot of this is edited out. You just get to see the whole thing from start to finish. And how many YouTube bait makers have done one of these? Yeah, at least we don't have any tear out, right? There we go. As long as this lure runs straight and true, that's all that matters. And then it catches fish. I don't think the fish are going to care one way or the other, because they're only going to be looking at one side. Lilvia, hello. Welcome. Welcome to watching me sand. Okay. So we're gonna get a diving lip cut out. We'll get that put on. We'll figure out where our center of gravity is going to be and where we're going to put our weight, and we'll do that. Well, thank you very much, cameraman. I appreciate that. Okay. Let's get a diving lip drawn out. I'm going to cut a piece of Lexan first, and then we'll get that cut out. Okay? Or drawn out, sorry. Let's cut the Lexan first. There we go. All right. Okay. So I got a really big piece of Lexan there. Really big piece. So we're gonna cut a nice square of it. Okay, let's do some drawing or tracing, whatever it's going to be. I'm looking for a template, so just bear with me. Not that one. No. I had a really nice one and I can't find it. There it is. This is the one we're using right here. That's it. Right there. Okay, so let's get this traced out. Or do we still want to use the aluminum? Oh, that's too hard. All right, let's get it traced out on Lexan. We will compromise here. Okay, there. All right. I need a pen. Okay, well, you have a good night. I really appreciate you stopping by. Well, you can catch up when I make this public, when I publish it. Did it work? We'll find out. Oh, I have a marker. It kind of did. All right. And then we got to cheat and get a line for the center. So let's, I need a different pen. That pen doesn't do anything. Where'd all my pens go? Oh, I have a marker. Okay. All right. I have a marker here. All right. There. Okay. Okay. Straight edge. Where do my straight edges go? Straight edge. Okay. If I can find my pens, life would be good. I think I might have some more. Thought I had some more. Smaller Sharpie. Yep, okay. Smaller Sharpie. Okay. It kind of looks like it's down the middle. A little bit off, I think. All right. There we go. Okay. And we can draw 1 inch. There. And I want the diving lip. I want the line tie to go, oh, let's see. Let's flip it over big numbers, see, easier to read. Okay. So we're going to come down to about here. Right about there. To about there. Let's go a little bit back more. Let's go back a little further. Okay. Let's go from this one to that one. Right there. There. Okay. There we go. Okay, we're going to get this cut out. We'll get it drilled, and then I'm going to do a lot of sanding. Because we're going to get this nice and polished, nice and shiny. All right, here we go. Oh, hello there, Armando. All right, let's get our line ties cut, our toe point cut off. Okay, let's get that cut. Oh, I'm sorry, drilled. Let's get that drilled. Get it drilled. Sorry, guys. Really, really tiny drill bit. Really, really tiny. Oh, we got to drill our lead hole too. So once we get this thing in, we can drill our lead hole. Iceland, holy shnikes. Hey, welcome. Man, I got people from all over the world. This is awesome. Hello. There we go. Let's get that. There we go. Okay. So let's have this diving lip come up and meet the drill bit. Okay. All right. So we want to make sure this is dead down the middle. Okay. I know. TJ, hello. I'll tell you in 1 second. Let me show you. Hang on. Okay, so this is a diving lip for this. Right here. We were making a fishing lure. I decided to do a live stream and make it from start to finish. And let me show you guys what this is going to look like so far. I have a lot of sanding to do. Wow. Okay. We have a lot of sanding, but so far, so good. Let's do some sanding. A lot of sanding on this diving lip. Newfoundland, oh my gosh, this is awesome. Okay. Okay. Okay, we got a lot more sanding to do. Okay, let's see. That's better. See that? That's much better. What do you guys think of that? Right there. Okay, let's keep moving. So I have a lot of sanding to do on this. I want to get this nice and polished and clear. Okay, so we're going to do a lot more sanding and polishing. All right. This will work. Okay, this will work right here. This is 80 grit. And the idea is to get all those scratches sanded out. So what colors should I paint this lure when we get to that point? Which won't be today. It'll be probably during the next live stream, maybe. We shall see. But what color would you guys like? What would you like to see? What kind of pattern? I've done Tennessee shads. I've done like a fire perch, plenty of fire tigers. I've done glitter bomb shads. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm just kind of in a zone right now. You guys have any questions? Anything? Comments? So basically, all the tools except for the table saw and my miter saw I got from Harbor Freight. All the other stuff is like the airbrush stuff that I use is all off of Amazon. Hello, Ivan. Fo says hello. Hello, Fo. Ivan, well, I do sell some from time to time. This one that I'm making now, I would probably sell in between $75 and $80, somewhere around there. And what you're seeing right now is how I make them. I will sit here for hours sanding these things. All right, so that's 80 grit. That looks pretty darn good. So we're going to get, I'm going to see if I have a 150, and we'll sand it down with the 150. That's 400. And this looks like a 150. Perfect. Boy, it's our lucky day. Dave James, hello there. Ronald Partridge, hello. I am making a fishing lure. So here it is right now. I've been making it from the finish from 2 planks of wood, this. And then the diving lip right here. And the line tie is going to go right there. So it's kind of like your traditional musky bait. It'll be through wire. And I'm going to be doing it in different stages, so I'm not doing it all in one shot. There we go. I do. Let me get it for you, okay? Hang on 1 second. I have many finished. This one got a 44.5 incher, and it caught 3 in one day. This clown colored one. And as you can tell by the scratches and everything on it, it's a well-used lure. There's this one I made. Oh. Okay. And here's another one. This is a yellow perch pattern. This one's caught a fish. And as you can tell by the hook rash and the scratches on it and how it's all dinged up, it's been pretty well used as well. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. But those are just some of the baits. And that's what I'm doing right now, making one of those. So now it's just a lot of sanding on the diving lip. And I'm going to try to do this lure all the way through, from start to finish. So what I don't finish today, I'm going to leave. And when I come back on a live stream, we'll do it again. Thank you, Ivan. Sham Sundar. Hello there. How are you doing? Got people from all over the place. This is awesome. This is one reason why I like doing these things. There we go. That's looking so much better. So, how did you guys find this video? I'm curious. It's interesting to know how you guys came about it, how it showed up on your feeds and everything. I know there's not much to do to watch me sand, but this is all part of the process. And then what you saw are the results of that process. Okay, so this was 150. So I should have a 220. We'll go over this in 220 and then finally in 400. And I might have an 800 grit somewhere, and I'll probably go over it with 800. Okay. Here we go. Oh, wow, neat. Awesome. Well, thanks for stopping. I appreciate it. I appreciate you stopping. Thank you so much. So, when I was scrolling through a long time ago, before I did my first one, I saw a lot of fly tyers doing this. So I decided to try one of these. And I did it, and I had a good time doing it. It was fun. It can be a bit nerve-wracking because when you're doing painting and stuff like that live, you got to be on point and everything. It's got to be good. I screw up, but I've screwed up so many times doing it live. My paint jobs have to start over, which some of my regulars have seen, which I'm hoping isn't going to be the case for this one. All right. That's looking pretty darn good. We're going to go over that a little bit more. Here, I'll just show you. Making a fishing lure from start to finish. And hello, Adelson. Hello there. How are you doing? And all I'm doing now is just sanding and trying to polish this diving lip, so it looks really, really good. We have some pretty fun stuff coming up on this. Probably in the next installment. Some carving, wire bending, stuff like that. And like I said, don't forget, if you guys like these videos, which I see a bunch of people have, so thank you very much. Hit that like button, subscribe, and then share these videos with your friends. We'll be getting to the drill press in a minute because I have to drill the lead hole out. So, okay, I just want this to be super shiny. I want this to pretty much be clear. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm doing a lot of sanding, which I'm sure is boring you guys to death. 400 grit. See how nice and clear that's getting? And I'm getting all those scratches out. That's what I'm trying to get out right there. How nice and clear that's getting. Oh boy, I'm getting tired doing this sanding. Been doing this for a long time. But we can't compromise, so stick to the agenda. So, I mean, if you guys are interested in buying any of these, let me know. You can look me up on Facebook. My links are on my channel. Or you can email me, and my email is anglingnow001@gmail.com. And if you're interested, just shoot me an email and we can chat about the lures. I make them all to order. I don't have any batches done. I usually do one at a time. There we go. Okay. Live streaming on a complete lure. How many YouTube lure makers have done something like this? Okay. What's this button do? Nope. Down arrow. Okay. All right. I think we got this. Yeah, I think we've got this. Okay. All right. I think that's about it for that. It's time to get it balanced out and then drill our lead hole. Typically the lead hole for me on these has been about here, right about there. Okay, get this nice and centered. There, something like that. There. Okay. Yeah, we're going to mark it right there. That is where we're going to draw our lead hole, and that is where the hook hanger is going to go, right there. So let's get that done, and it will be a 5/8 inch Forstner bit that we're going to drill right here. Okay? We're getting there. Getting there. So thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Okay. Where's my 5/8 Forstner bit? 1/2 inch, 1/16. We're gonna take these out of here, put these someplace else, and get my 5/8 bits. If I can find it. If not, then we'll figure something out. Oh boy. It was over here. Shoot. I lost it. We can't go 9/16. Oh, I got it. I didn't lose it. I'm kidding. Sorry. I'm joking. I didn't lose it. Put that over here. Okay. Hopefully it's level. Okay. And let's figure out how deep we want to go. Okay, so I want to go to about there. Let's get some tape on there. Actually, I have a Sharpie. We'll just use a Sharpie. Let's just use a Sharpie on this. Hello, Andrew. Okay. We'll send this down. There's my mark. Oh, we gotta redo it. Now let's redo it. Up there it is, right there. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right, that'll work. Ooh, that's gonna be a lot of lead in there. All right. Okay. So there we go. Lead holes drilled. Looks pretty even to me. Okay. Maybe we can take a little bit out over here. There we go. Yoshi, hello. Thank you. There we go. That looks pretty even to me. Okay. So, well, we're going to have a lot to build up right there, it looks like. We're going to have a lot to build up, but that's okay. That's what UV curing resin's for, or super glue and baking soda, one of the two. But we're going to get that all nice and leveled up and everything. Okay? So let's keep moving along. Let's get our wire straightened out, get our wire bent, and then we'll get the lure taken apart. Okay? So there we go. There's what that bad boy's going to look like. Pretty badass if you ask me. Wire cutters. Where's my side cutters at? Oh, side cutters, where near you are. Okay. All right, so the wire I use is, this is off of Amazon. 0.051 inches. All we're doing is taking a nice length of it. This is going to be fun. Okay. All right, so we got some wires straightened out here. Let's get that cut off. Okay, so we're going to take this over to the vise. Okay. Put that in the vise. Get my drill. Let's straighten it out. Look at that, we got a nice straight wire. Every time I clean, I make a lure, it gets messy again. So when I'm done. Where's that lip at? There it is. Okay, here we go. Let's get that wire bent. There. All right, so long end goes through the front. Short end goes through the back. Try to get this down some here. About like that. Let's go there. I will bend this, try to bend this nice and straight. Like so. Pliers. Bend. Just like that. There we go. Okay. Now the fun part. Let's take this apart. A double like, that is awesome. Thank you, Yoshi. See, people, I got a double like. Yep, let's get this apart. This will do it. All right, so let's get that right in there. There we go. Now let's pull this apart. Ooh, another double like. Hey, thanks so much, Yoshi. Thanks a ton, buddy. All right. There's one half. And you will see why I like doing it this way. I've done so many lures this way now. This is my preferred way to make a lure. There we go. Nice. 2 equal halves. Okay. Hey, thanks a lot, Yoshi. I appreciate everything, man. Thank you so much. Okay. So, let's get this fit together. Okay. There. We could have went a little further with the Forstner bit, because this is going to make it really tough to put my hook hanger in. We'll have to bend this down a little bit, I guess. Something like that there. Okay, I think that'll work. Just like that, and I can put my hook hanger right there. Okay, so there we go. All right, so what I like to do, this is how I like to do it. I've got this just like this. Where'd that stupid pen go? No, you're right, Josh. This needs to be cleaned up and organized. You're exactly right. There's no joking about it. Because I just lost my pen. I'll use this one. Okay. I plan on catching a muskie. That's what we're going to catch with them. So don't worry, that is not going all the way up. That is just a line of reference. That's all it is. Okay, just a line of reference. So don't be alarmed that I'm drawing it all up the side of the lure. Okay? Don't be alarmed. There we go. Okay. All right, so you see that? And now we've got our center right about there. That's our center for the back. Okay? And that is going to go right across like this. Just like that. Now I do these this is pretty simple. There's no extravagant bending or anything. One bend is all this through wire requires, other than the bends at the lip there. But there we go. Okay. All right. Now that we've got that done, let's get this cut out and carved. Okay. There we go. Okay. Sit down. Okay. Oh, it's killing my back. Okay, so I've got my carving knife, and what I'm going to do is we're going to make a cut. Okay, just a cut like that, and another cut like that. We're going to come over here, make another cut. Now these cuts kind of make border for our channel, and that's what we're doing right now, our through wire channel. Okay, there. And then we want to come across all the way down the lure. There. And we're going to do the same thing here. There. Okay. Now, I've got this chisel that we're going to use, and we are going to slowly chisel, and ever so lightly, because remember, we only want half of that wire on either side, okay? Just like that. There. Perfect. There. Okay. There we go. Okay, so you can see how that channel's cut. It's super shallow. It's just enough to hold the wire in. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing here. There. And let's bring it across again this way. There. Just like that. And you can see how shallow that is. Okay. And then the same thing here. And now we're going straight across. And if you notice that border that we made, there's no mistaking. We shouldn't be getting any tear outs. And our depth stays constant. Yes, pike too, big pike. But we have musky. There we go. Well, I've been making my own tackle for a long time. It all started off as floats because I did a lot of steelhead fishing. I was given an old classic bass boat, and I've been musky fishing almost since I was a little kid, but really got out of it, got into steelhead fishing, steelhead and salmon, made my own floats, float rods, and everything like that. And then was given a bass boat by an old classic bass boat that someone was going to throw away or donate. So I decided to take it. And that's when I got back into musky fishing. It was after that first follow. After that, it's been an obsession ever since. And that's been, let's see, 2019, 2020. But making baits since 2022. So there we go. Let's show you guys what this looks like together. Okay, let's get that, see if we can get that locked in there. There we go. There. Okay. So we got the wire locked in, and there's what it looks like. Right there. All right. Well, it's getting late. I have to work in the morning, get up early in the morning to work. So I am going to call it a night. And on my next day off in a few days, I will come back and we'll keep going on this. We'll get the carving and everything finished up, get it all glued together, and get it all nice and sanded again after it's glued. Get the lead put in the lead hole, and then we'll start painting it. So I'm not going to do any of this on my own. This will all be done on live stream, this lure. Okay? All right. So just want to thank everybody who joined in on this. So thank you so much to everybody. And don't forget, okay, let's do this. All right. So, all right. Thanks a lot, everybody, for joining in. I really appreciate it. I had a blast doing this with you guys. So, don't forget, if you like this video, like it up there. 51 people have liked it so far, which is awesome. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel because I have a lot more videos. I have 151 videos out there for you guys to watch. 151 videos, free of charge, entertaining, maybe boring as heck, who knows. But anyways, subscribe and don't forget to share. And I hope you guys all have a great night. And we will see you again when we get started on the rest of that lure. Okay? All right. Have a good evening. Thanks again.